Wow. So they freed YNW Melly. YNW Melly is coming home. I cannot believe what we all just saw go down in the courthouse right now. What we all just saw. They freed YNW Melly. YNW Melly is on his way home. This is craziness. It is mad. Like 46,000 people was watching. 46,000 people watched while a mistrial was declared. King Von is still here. It literally just jumped to that number and then it stood right there. It didn't move. I am absolutely shocked. What they should do now is turn around and sue the state for the waste of time and all the stuff and all the things that Melly been through while he was inside there, knowing that they didn't have any evidence, knowing that there's other people out there that's doing stuff and they're not even trying to get these people. Instead, they're bonding these people out. How many people they have real evidence on and real video footage of them actually doing stuff, and they're running around outside right now and they're bonded these people out. How many of them they should turn around and sue the state because they have damaged Melly from inside out. They've literally put him through so much. Like, it was hard for Melly to even smile in the courthouse, and you know how much that hurts people. How much they're like, the guy can't even bust a smile in the court. That's how mad it was. They had no solid evidence on YNW Melly. They had no solid evidence. Now what's going to happen with YNW Portland? They'll have to throw it out as well. They will have to throw it out as well. In the end, it could have been a drive-by. It is crazy. YNW Melly is on his way home. I mean, just like that, a mistrial, all this time, they wasted people time. Then come in the courthouse and presented this foolery. Come in the courthouse and presented this BS, the madness they presented in the courthouse that made no sense. Talking about the gang and all this stuff and all these different things that they were talking about made no sense. We sat down hours and watched them go through 500 pictures of all these guys. Useless evidence, useless. It was so useless. Their craziness, like, these people are crazy. The people who put together this case was crazy. The detectives and all this stuff. Look at this woman, like, she is mad. That woman is a mad woman. She's a mad woman. This woman is mad. Like, it was madness. It was crazy. It's laughable at this point. It's laughable at this point. We need to laugh at these people. Like, they should all get suspended from their job. Nights of mistrial and everything. They didn't have the evidence on Melly to even keep him inside there in the first place. He was definitely targeted. He was definitely targeted because he was the celebrity. It is true. Like, it is true. Portland is the one who should have been tried. He's still outside on bond. He's the one who should be inside there because he was the one who dropped off the bodies to the hospital. It's crazy. Like, these people are mad people. They are mad people. Then on top of that, they didn't even rule out the drive-by properly. Now, no one would know what happened to Sack Chaser and Juby. We would not know what really went on in that situation. They got away with it. They let these people get away with the situation. They got away with it. Now Juby and Sack Chaser, the case, they botched the whole case. They botched the case. Went after the wrong person while the case still exists. Who knows? Even if we think YNW Melly did it, the evidence didn't add up. It didn't make sense. They tried to go back and plant Melly's evidence on there because they didn't have a solid case. And that's what they were relying on. Why would they go back after years and years and years and they get a match of his DNA being there? That don't add up. It don't make sense. They botched the case, then tried to go back and plant Melly's DNA. The juries, they were all frustrated. In the end, they couldn't come to a decision because there wasn't enough proof on YNW Melly. It took 5 years. Today is the day. Literally, he makes history. Like, YNW Melly is free. People's talking about that smile. People is saying that smile, like God did everything. This is something else. I cannot believe this. They just freed YNW Melly. Whether you think he did it or not, whether you feel like he did it, whether he should have paid the price for them two boys, he is now freed. I cannot believe we are all witnessing. YNW Melly is on his way home. King Von. So they've started releasing arrest videos of King Von. These people, I mean, they will do anything to try and ruin his street cred, and that's what they're coming for right now. They put out this video to sabotage the album sales, to take the conversation away from the album and the When I Die song. Then this conversation They try to paint this picture of how real gangsters are on the low, and especially if they've been inside for like a long period of time. And this is like the whole narrative they try to run with and try to paint and everything. This was all in effort to sabotage the King Von sales, to sabotage the King Von album. This is another thing as well, because they're trying to say, oh, the police is releasing the information. We all know the police is not doing that. This is not being done by the authorities. These people are actually combing through tons of footages, and they found a way now where they can actually get all the different times that King Von ever been arrested, where they can get all these different footages. So they're sitting down and combing through these hours of footages to find something to try and tarnish his career, to make him look different. But in reality, it's only entertaining people. It's all entertainment, and no one believes it. Like, no one believes it. Majority of people was like, he was trying to work the system, and everyone reacted to it. Everyone reacted to the foolishness that they was putting out. Tay Savage ended up sitting down and doing a whole video speaking on it with J Main, with YNB Main, right? And with Tay Savage and stuff, like, I see what people see. I heard they say, oh, he's this and just like King Von and all this. Like, I'm seeing what they're talking about. So he really broke it down on why you have to move certain ways and what you have to do in order to get out of certain situations inside there. In the other part of the video that was clipped off, you could hear them saying that King Von is just trying to go to the other side. He's not really trying to go to PC. Plus, you could tell he was joking. You could tell King Von was like just joking around and stuff. And he knew more about inside than actually being on the out. So in another footage release, you can see King Von putting his hands on someone, and this is where Tay Savage really broke it down and everything, because he said that the quickest way to get removed when you're around the ops, or when you notice there's ops around, is to just start a quick. You start the scuffle to get it break up instantly, and then they'll move them around and everything. So that's where Tay Savage ended up breaking it down and really speaking on what happens on the inside. I saw BJ commented. BJ said, most of you all ain't probably never been in. Someone replied to him and said, didn't King Von try to kiss you? I told you they was watching King Von more than the females. They're watching King Von more than the females and his boys and different things. And I mean, it's crazy. But King Von was a normal guy. Like, he was a normal person. He played with his friends when he was young, growing up, just like how all these other kids play with their friends in the playground in the starting of Squid Game. But this is the thing, they had to comb through hours of footage to find this one footage where they could release of King Von saying some weird stuff. Like, don't you find that interesting? Isn't that interesting? When you think about it this way, there is more proof of King Von putting hands on people than actually this. Like, I'm telling you, it is madness. It is something else. So this is a whole nother thing that they're trying to do now in order to ruin his street cred. That's what they've come up with. That's what they're doing now. Let's talk about the Tupac situation. There is some information that has popped up all of a sudden, and we are finding out that the Tupac investigation is still ongoing after 20 plus years. So some breaking news came out, and a warrant has been issued to search someone's home in connection to the Tupac situation. This warrant was issued in Las Vegas. They're saying there was an intense standoff. There's footage and everything. Like, after 20 years, this is sounding crazy. They must have had some major information. What would make a warrant get accepted after 20 years? So it's interesting. It's very interesting. So it's being said that someone that was involved in the Tupac situation by the name of Keith D, he did a DJ Vlad interview speaking on the situation. Then 2 months later, they are at his house trying to search. He said he don't care. In the interview, he was talking a bunch of madness, how he was involved, different things about the night, all the stuff. So they came and got him. And it's crazy. He said he don't care if he go down and get life for it and all this stuff. Like, it is madness. So there has been some news coming out about Tupac recently. First, it was the Star on Hollywood Walk of Fame that he got, and people was like, well, he should have got it time ago. Tyrese did an interview breaking down how he became this actor, like, his journey and everything, and he said some really odd things. So the baby boy role that blew up Tyrese Tupac was actually meant to play that role. He said he don't know how he went from getting 100K for that role to getting 1 point something million standing beside Paul Walker in Fast and Furious. He don't know how that happened. So he was talking about the role and everything, and talking about Tupac. And what he did say that everyone found strange was that every day in his room there was a Tupac mural. We all know what a mural is. If you understand, to me a mural is candles, a mural is a picture, a mural is flowers laying around in a corner, this and that. And everyone thought that was very odd, that was very strange. Then that movie blew up, like it blew out of nowhere. So it's interesting. Even when you think back, you actually see Tupac. Not like Tyrese and Tupac was running the streets and everything for him to have a mural in his bedroom of Tupac. It is craziness. They know what they was doing.